Hello, welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Lowdhams in Nottingham, and in this video I'm going to be showing you their new 60th edition special Swift motorhomes. So let's find out a few facts and figures and a little bit more about these special edition motorhomes. As I say, they are based on Swift. They're actually based on the Swift Escape. The name of these models is the Swift Hi-Style XTRA 60th Special Edition. There's got actually 4 layouts in the range. 3 of those are 4 berths with 4 travel seats, and then 1 is a 6-berth motorhome with 5 travel seats. The 2 we're looking at today in the showroom is the 640, and then over here the 694. So we'll come to those as we make our way around. Because they are special editions, what Lowdhams have done is they've taken the Swift Escape, put a number of extras on, sold it at a good price point, but with special features. And again, I'll point those out as we go around. So let's make a start on the 640 and find out what we need to know about this motorhome. So it is based on the Fiat Ducato with the 2.2 litre diesel engine, 140 horsepower and automatic transmission as standard. The only model that has 180 horsepower is the 6-berth model. I'll put a link in the description so you can have a look at all of them. You'll see the grey paintwork, that is for the special edition. Now, in terms of size and weight, let's go through that first of all. So the Hi-Style XTRA 640. This motorhome, it's 6 metres and 99 centimetres in length. It's 2 metres and 36 centimetres in width. And it's 2 metres and 86 centimetres in height. Now, in terms of weight, this motorhome has a gross vehicle weight of 3,700 kilos. So you are going to need the C1 category on your driving licence. In terms of payload, you're going to get a reasonable payload of 475 kilos. Now, what I would say is if that payload isn't enough for you, it could be an option to uprate the weight of this motorhome. Now, part of the special edition that you're going to get is the LED light. So that is part of the special edition pack. This motorhome here is priced at £92,900. We can see the Hi-Style front, the Ducato, the Swift badge, the front grille, and then coming down here we do have the cornering lamps as well. On the near side, Lowdhams, the extra special edition badge, and then the Fiat alloy wheels. Up on the roof, you are going to get a 120 watt solar panel, Wi-Fi and television aerial. You're also going to get a standard, the 2-lay wind-out awning. So for just under £93,000, what I'm showing you is included in the price. Now, coming down, we can see the 60th anniversary graphics here. Yes, they do represent the Swift brand as standard, but they are the grey colour scheme that Lowdhams have chosen. You will get here the electric hookup point, and there's also an external plug socket. So if you want to watch television outside or charge e-bikes, whatever it might be, you've got that there. Because Swift is a UK manufacturer, the habitation door is here on the near side, and it's got a good size window here that we can see, the vents for the tower fridge and freezer, and just above it there is a small awning light as well. Under here, you will get a gas barbecue point as standard. So if you want to barbecue outside, you're cooking on gas, literally. Coming down, the toilet cassette point, and here again we can see the 60th year edition emblem there. And then we have a garage door. So this motorhome, it doesn't have a fixed bed. We'll see the layout when we go inside. It does have a drop-down bed and a lounge that converts. You will get a good size rear garage here, and because we haven't got that fixed bed, you can see the height as well, a good height in the garage, tie down points, a light in here as well, and at the far back corner the Alder tank, because this does have Alder wet central heating as standard. At the back of the 640 there is a high level brake light, a rear view camera, the Swift badge, pre-installation for a 2-lay bike rack. So if you are wanting to take bikes, you can have a bike rack fitted. The Hi-Style XTRA logo there, Swift again, and telling you which model designation you are having here, and reversing sensors as well. So that's the back end. It's a good size big back end, and the Swift tail lights as well. On the off side, we can see into that garage again. You see the shelving unit, there are some hooks as well, so obviously you can hang bits and pieces there. And there's that Alder tank that I mentioned. Alder wet central heating, for me, is the superior heating system. Obviously, everyone differs, you may think otherwise, but it's great to see Alder on board. Coming down, we also have an external water point here, so you can have an external shower if you want to wash anything off, your pets or your bikes. And then a gas locker. In here you can have one 6 kilo gas bottle and one 11 kilo gas bottle. Then the vent for the Alder, and then under here the actual water filling point. On board 110 litres of fresh water, 85 litres of grey waste, and the good thing that I like to see, you've also got the little electric pump there as well. So if you're on a pitch, you can bring an Aquaroll with a pump to the motorhome, plug it in here for the electric feed, and it'll pump water into your water tank, so you don't have to go to the motorhome service point if you need to fill up. So that's a good addition. There aren't many motorhomes that do that, so that's nice to see. Continuing down, we've again got the Hi-Style graphics here. Our door into the cab, I'll just open that so you can have a look in there. So that's our Fiat digital cab, the handbrake there as well, down here on the side. Right, let's trundle round and we'll go inside and take a closer look. So as I've already said, this motorhome has 4 travel seats and 4 berths. Into the habitation we go. So the door opens out, we have a concertina blind here for privacy, and we have the bin here, and then there's also somewhere to put your umbrella as well. I do like that on Swift. Okay, we'll go inside and make a start in the lounge area. So just to refresh, the motorhome is 6 metres and 99 centimetres, so just under 7 metres long. Because there's no fixed bed, we're going to get a fabulous size lounge, and this is excellent. The fabric as well. Now I appreciate this is a £93,000 motorhome, so we want to see a quality finish. And to be fair, I'll give it to them, they've given it. So here we have this beautiful leather upholstery, the black trim in the quilting, the extra there. If I fold an armrest down, the only thing I would have liked to have seen is the leather on the armrest. Again, maybe that is just me, but instead of the standard finish, I'd have liked this trim on there. Up front, we have our dash. I've already told you it's automatic. Here's our infotainment system, the controls of the Fiat. You will find that there is a blind across the front windscreen and the side windows as well. Up above, we have the sunroof. Now this does open. It does have a blind and a fly screen as well. On the off side, we have a plug socket there. So if you want to do some work at the table, you've got your plug, and then there's an LED light. And over here on the near side, there's the same again, a plug socket, and then the little reading light as well. And you'll see here storage there on each side in the front cab. Now, as we go through into the lounge, we'll look first down at the floor. There's a really nice dark wood effect flooring. I like this finish. And then as we come up, we find the leather upholstery. It's a nice colour. I'd say it may be described as a cappuccino. I'm not entirely sure of the upholstery colour they'll name it as, but it's a beautiful contrast. It's not grey, it's not brown, it's somewhere in between, and it's complemented by scatter cushions as well, but a beautiful finish. This lounge area will convert into a large double bed as well that will be 6'4" in length. As we come across, there's a table with the telescopic leg. The table, if I stand up, does open out and it does move around. It also has an arm under there to support it when it's open. Really good sized table, and this will move around. At the moment it's pushed back and folded over so you can walk around it. You'll see there's a drop down bed, so you can see the headroom that I've got. I'm 5'4", so it'll give you an idea of your headroom here. The good thing about this motorhome is you have a good size lounge seat here. I'll just sit on it to show you that. But over on the off side, you've got an even longer bench seat. So if relaxation is important to you, you've got a fabulous amount of room here in this lounge. It's a nice width motorhome. It's got the panel fabric board here, no curtains or nets, fabric, blind and fly screen in the window. And then this, I did like this trim. When I first came in to have a look, I saw this trim. This looks nice. And then the lighter wood here. And then the bed comes across again. It's a light white finish, so it doesn't feel too suppressive. Then we've got this colour here again that matches the fabric. and a strip, so it's not just plain. This electric bed will drop down. The button to control that is in the control panel there. This bed is 6 feet and 2 inches long, so again, decide whether that's long enough for you. It should be for most people. Although this is a 4-berth motorhome, I can see this being more for couples. There are 2 extra travel seats in the lounge area here, so yes, really nice lounge area. Another good feature that I like here is the extension flap as well for the kitchen space. I'll step through here. So when you are using the kitchen, as I say, you've got an extension flap. If I pop that up now, that is extending the space that you're going to have here, as we can see. The sink cover is a big solid one. And same on that, so solid worktops. Where you put that, it's up to you. You can use it as a draining board or bob it away somewhere else, but it is quite a big chunky item. And then we have the large circular sink, and you have got the washing up bowl as well. I'll put that back. And then we have the chrome tap with the Swift logo here. That turns as well. And then into the kitchen, we have the grey splashback, dark wood trim, plug sockets, light switch, little bit of shelving here. The window does open, and then somewhere to hang your utensils here. Underneath, I'll start this way and then we'll go back up. You've got the glass on the Thetford hob. If I lift that up, we have an electric plate and 3 gas burners. The good thing about many of the UK manufacturers, unlike the European ones, they will give you the electric. So if you are on electric hookup, you don't have to use your gas, you can use your electric. So that's always a bonus. And then coming down on this Thetford appliance, we have a dual gas oven and grill, as we can see there. And then moving down, just under here, if I slide this out, we have a drawer. And then coming across, and these are soft close, and they've got these nice chrome clasps. Open this here, you've got a little bit of storage in there. It's a use of space. It's probably not entirely practical, but it is a use of space, so they have done something there. And then coming along, we have our cutlery tray, a little bit more utensil space, and that nice soft close. I pull this one again, more drawer space, soft close, and then a larger one at the bottom as well. Right, let's close those up as we go. And then coming up, what I do like is that under here we've got a light, but there's no extractor fan. But we do have a Dometic microwave. Again, UK manufacturers, they do tend to deliver on the things that our market likes, and that's a microwave. And then the storage in this top bank, that's quite impressive. Admittedly, if you're small like me, you're going to struggle up there. But you've got 2 shelving units here, and then over here, and the rack here already for plates and bits and pieces like that. I'll close that up. And that one. So that is our kitchen space. Plenty of room here for the motorhome. Now I'm going to make my way across the ceiling and to our control panel. So as we make our way across, what you're going to get on the special edition in the price is the Truma air conditioning unit. That again to me is a bonus, so you will get aircon included. Then we come to the control panel. So over here you've got your drop down bed, the Alder panel, and then you've got the control as well for the actual motorhome itself. Here we have a television point and a plug socket, so you're going to be able to put your TV on there. You need to install a bracket, I'd imagine, for that there. And then a little hook here, so you can hang items here as you come in. And then storage here, and then a Dometic tower fridge and freezer, 133 litre capacity. And then under there, more storage as well, if I just slide that out. Now, as I mentioned, we have no fixed bed, so what we have is a nice sized bathroom back here. I'll just step in. So you are stepping up a level. There is a privacy screen that slides across, as you can see there. It does then tie back when you're in here. Now, let's start on the near side. So here we have a mirrored wall with a cabinet. I'll open this up for us. Now, one good thing I like to see, as you know, is something to hold our toiletries back. And we've got these elasticated bands. So that's your toiletry cupboard. And then coming down, we have this nice wood effect trim here, as you can see. Then we have a black tap. Now, sometimes I do comment when the kitchen tap doesn't match the bathroom tap, and that's what I'm going to mention here. So we've gone from chrome to black. we've got this nice oval shaped sink, and the good thing is because we haven't got intrusion, you can get right over it. Plenty of shelving space for our toiletries, a little cubby hole here, and then opening this up, more storage under there. And then we have our Thetford swivel toilet with the flush. I'll move this way now. So we have our toilet roll holder, towel holder, and then there's a couple of compartments. I'll just slide this across. If you slide this, you've actually got access, I'll move that, access into the rear garage that we saw. So if the weather's bad, you can reach through and get drinks or whatever you're storing in there. And then we have some wardrobe space. So again, good size mirror here. And if I open this up, we can see in here. And this is nice. This is very boutique. And I'm not a boutique-y person, as you probably know, but our wardrobe space. So as well as having some shelving, and again with some bands to hold our clothing back, there's a rail there to hang items. And then there's these little drawers as well. So let me have a look at one of those for us. So if I slide that open, you've actually got drawer space as well. And this is a really nice finish. This isn't something I see particularly on motorhomes. So yeah, I do like that. Let me close that up. So fantastic on the wardrobe. Closing there. Then we've got a shower. Let's go and have a look into here. So into the shower space. I'll stand in it first of all, and then we can take a look. So the shower screen, we've got this black matte finish here in the bathroom. It is clear as the shower screen. And come in, the wooden board on the flooring, plenty of flooring space, good amount of headroom as well. There is a sunroof, and you've also got the rail to hang your wet towels. As well as the rail, there's also a hook in here so you can hang towels that are wet in here as well. Little shelf here to put our toiletries and shower gels, and the black shower head itself. I'll just step out so you can have a closer look in there yourself. So that's the shower cubicle, and that's in the rear offside. So a summary of the bathroom is that's a good sized bathroom space because we haven't got the fixed bed. So you've got a nice sized shower in there and plenty, I love that wardrobe, and plenty of space. Great kitchen. We have got the Dometic microwave. We've got the gas oven and grill, the hob. No extractor fan. That's something maybe I would have liked, but the window does open. You have got your aircon unit, and this 640, we've got the drop down bed and a fabulous lounge, and I am really quite impressed with the fabric and colour scheme. Overall, at the price point of 93,000, Alder Wet Central Heating, yeah, it's performing. Let's go and take a look at our next model. So next up, it's the Hi-Style XTRA 694. So this again is a 4-berth motorhome with 4 travel seats, but as you can probably see, this one is considerably larger. So this one is 8 metres and 22 centimetres in length. It's still the same width at 2 metres 36, but height it's 2 metres and 88 centimetres. This one has a gross vehicle weight at 3,700 kilos, so it's the same as the 640, but we have got a reduced payload. The payload on this one, 325 kilos. I think that might be a little bit small for some people, but again, you would be able to uprate the weight of the motorhome to give you more payload. And seeing as you're already needing your C1, it doesn't really matter if you go higher. We'll just head to the front. We've got a little bit of plantation to work through, but again, at the front, we can see our silver cab. I've already mentioned that the items that you're going to be getting as standard, the same here, 120 watt solar, Wi-Fi, aerial. You'll still get the wind out awning by Thule. It's worth noting as well on the diesel filler, on the special editions by Lowdhams, you'll get the 90 litre diesel tank. Standard with Swift on these as Escape, it's 60 litres, so you're going to get a larger fuel tank, and it has a 19 litre AdBlue. We can see again our graphics. The same on this model, you're going to get your barbecue point, an external plug socket, and then coming down, this one has the island bed. We'll go inside soon and take a look. I think this would be my choice, so let me know what you think. Opening up the garage. Now, good garage space. It's interesting though, because the island bed is lower, you will see the intrusion there in the garage. So that is something you do have to take into account on the island bed model. You can see here as well in the garage, we've got the 12 volt and the plug socket and a couple of little shelving banks there as well. But a nice size rear garage for sliding items in there. Round on the rear, we've got that back end again with the rear view camera, the bike installation, and the graphics of the Hi-Style XTRA. So this 694 again representing the same as the rest of the models, and also the sensors there. We'll just come down the off side. On here again, you can see those graphics. We're just going over what we saw on the 640, but if you're interested in this model, it's nice to see it. Our gas storage, the shower point, and then the electrical cup, it's on this side here. The water tank, and again, that has the same electric feed as well, and the 110 litre fresh and 85 litre grey waste. So that is the exterior of the 694. The other models that are available, this is the island bed, as I've already told you. The other option is a 6-berth layout with a rear lounge. So if you're interested in rear lounges, you may be interested in that one. Or there is the single bed layout as well. Right, opening the door, we have our bin again, and that window with the concertina blind. Let's dive in, head straight into the lounge. Now again, 694 island bed. Because this motorhome, it's 8 metres and 22 centimetres. That's a long motorhome. However, the benefit you get is living space. And if the weather's not great or you're going off on travels for extended times, these are sometimes an absolute bonus. So you can see here again, this beautiful finish on the leather. We've got the scatter cushions as well, and then the table. I'll just fold this one out as well so you can see it. And as I say, there is a support. So open that out, and there you go. That is again on a telescopic. You can move that around and drop it down. Now, this one is 4-berth. There's no drop-down bed. This is actually going to convert into a double bed. So this is going to convert, the table will drop down and you'll make this into a double. Because you haven't got a drop-down bed, if I stand up, the headroom is phenomenal. So if you are a tall person, then a non-drop-down could be the best solution for you. Now you'll notice, because we haven't got the drop-down, we've got a change here. And I like this. We've got the white gloss. I love gloss, personally. You just have to clean it a lot, but I like the gloss. Let's open these up and see inside these lockers. So we have got a good height. Again, if you're small, should be okay for reaching up, as I can there. Storage there, and then close that down, and we'll move over onto the off side. You're still going to get the plug socket that we saw in the 640 and the little lights. Lift that up, you can see into storage on the off side. Now this is the thing when I say about payload. With the smaller payload, you do have to be careful with how much stuff you take with you unless you've uprated. We can see here the blinds pulled up. That's the concertina blind, and that's nice. The UK manufacturers tend to use the concertina blinds. Europeans quite often use the plastic, which a lot of people don't like, so that's another positive as well. I'll move this way. Now let's go into our kitchen here. So again, we have the extension flap. Just pull that up for us. The solid finish again. This is a nice colour as well. It's got the beige fleckles in it. The huge sink cover again. The round sink, the washing up basin or bowl. And then on the splashback, same again with the plugs here. And then coming along, we've got the LED light strip. The Dometic microwave is still in place, and the storage. And we're still going to get the same gas oven and grill combo, and the electric plate and the gas hobs as well. Same bank of drawers. So in the 640, the kitchen is replicated here, and you've still got your tower fridge and freezer and some storage here, and the control panels up there. Obviously there's no button for the drop down because we've done away with that. Now on this one, there was the sunroof at the front, and then here, instead of the aircon unit that we've seen, here we've got the sunroof on this model at the front here. We'll see more as we go back. Now, there is a door separating the front habitation to the washroom. This, don't pull it like I did. This is a push. So we're going to push the door open, and you'll also notice we are stepping up as well. Now this is it's an unusual style. I quite like this. So what we're doing is we're stepping up, and first of all on the near side we find our wash basin and our swivel toilet. Let me go through these features for us. So in here, if I open this, the mirrored cabinet, yep, we've got the elastic bands. That's absolutely fantastic. We then have a mirror here as we come across. Then we have the black tap, the fruit bowl sink, though it's not, it's a sunken fruit bowl sink, the oval, and then shelving, and in here, storage space as well. And you do get your toilet roll holder right next to you, so you'll have to be fairly agile to reach that when you sat there. And then a towel hook as well. The aircon unit is actually situated here, so this is the Truma aircon. Now, at least it's in here. The only thing I can envisage here is if you have closed this door, you're only going to get the aircon back here, or if you close this door, you're literally going to get it in your bathroom. So if you are using it as a 4-berth, you'll just have to think about closing the door and that aircon unit not feeding the whole of the motorhome. So that is just something that I've noticed and would just mention depending on how you're going to use the motorhome. But there's your washroom space, and what I like is we've gone from the grey to the concrete effect, and there's loads of room in here. Obviously you'd have the door shut, so what I'll do is I'll get you to come through and then we'll have a look at the shower and then have a look at this bedroom space. So if you step up there, now the good thing with the door, there's actually a magnet on the floor. If I just pull that across, you can see that, and close it again. So it does hold the door in place, and it's quite strong, so it shouldn't be any issue. Close that there, and then we have our shower on the off side. Now that reflects what again we saw in the 640. You've got somewhere to hang your towel, a sunroof, that grey splashback, a shelf for your shower gels, and then a little bit of intrusion from the wheel arch, but that is very standard on many motorhomes. It's just the way that they are designed. So that's your shower facility. If you need to separate the two from the bedroom, there is a screen, pulls across on both sides, little magnets to hold it together. So you're going to separate that and close yourself off. Now, I'll go up this side. Now, the reason there is some intrusion in the garage is because this bed is not a high bed. Some of the motorhomes, particularly Europeans, have a high island bed, so you have several steps to climb up. On this one, on the Swift Hi-Style, we have one step to climb up, and the bed is at a lower level, and that's why that intrusion is in the garage. So on the island bed, I'm impressed with the size. It's 6 feet and 5 inches long. That is a good size island bed, and it's 4 feet and 8 inches wide. The mattress is Duvalet, so these are fantastic memory foam mattresses. They are light, you can move them around. You can see here the storage under the bed. We'll come to that shortly, but you have got some storage under there. So a good size island bed. At the back here we can see the fabric headboard, and then we have, I'll just kneel on the bed, some storage lockers as well. So the overhead lockers, I'll open this one up, loads of room up there. And then on each side of the bed, there is a wardrobe. Now on the Hi-Style 60th edition, one of the special features is a wardrobe light, and you can see that's illuminated in there as I've opened the door. So that's a special feature for this range of motorhomes. So you have wardrobe each side, overhead locker. You do have a good sized sunroof here. It's got a blind and a fly screen, and it will open for ventilation. That's the island bed. And then coming along, I do like that the storage here, as you can see, and also if you just look, if I move these cushions on each side, the storage under there, and there is a plug socket as well, and I believe a light switch as well, so you can charge your gadgets there. Just bob those back. The only thing you'll have to consider, so if you're coming to look at this model, is because this comes out where it does, you are going to have to climb onto the bed from here. So that's something just to consider. And then we also have a plug socket on this side here, so if you need to charge anything you can. On the walls we have the wooden panelling, the fabrics, and no nets and curtains. You do get your blind and your fly screen. The window does open, and there's a window on each side. If you're wanting to watch television in bed, then over on that side there is a television point and a plug, so you can affix a television bracket on there. And you also have these little hooks for hanging up your coats or bits and pieces. Dressing gowns if you're particularly posh. I'm not, but you could hang those as well. And then here on this side we have the grey. If I open that, this is on this model where you'll find the Alder tank, so you can see the level of your pink fluid on there. And then a little bit of storage going down as well. The great thing about Alder heating, if you've never had it, once it's on, the fluid heats up, the radiator runs all the way around the motorhome, the heat comes out of various parts, and it's a lovely warm heat, and it stays warm for hours as well. So if you've not had Alder, it is a real positive. So that is our bedroom space on the 694. There is also the 684, which will give you the single beds, and the 674, which will give you the rear lounge. So brilliant size island bed. Only compromise is you're just going to have to think about clambering on, but then plenty of storage back here, a little bit of additional storage there, your TV point. And then you come through into this centre washroom. I like this. I like the use of space for getting changed as well. Good size shower, and this as well. This is a nice finish. I like that. Right, let's venture through here. Bring Jules with us. And then into the main habitation. For a motorhome, yes, it's a long one, but this is a good size kitchen, and I do like the extension flap. You can always use the table as well if you need a little bit more worktop space. The benefit is you will get the microwave and the gas and the electric, so you've got the choice there if you're on hookup, and a good size 133 litre tower fridge and freezer. And I do like, I'm even going to sit down, I do like the fact you've got these armrests as well and this leather fabric. The only thing I'd like to have seen is that fabric continued on the armrests on the captain's chairs. Maybe you're not bothered. Obviously, let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, and plenty of headroom as well in the 694. Right, let's dive out. So that's 2 of the 4 models in the Swift Hi-Style XTRA 60th Special Edition for Lowdhams. These are unique to Lowdhams. I'll put a link in the description to Lowdhams website and to the Swift website as well, so you can do that comparison between the Escape, the Contiki and the Hi-Style XTRA, because you're going to get a lot of equipment on this, and it might be that if you're considering Contiki, then at £93,000, between 93,000 and 96,000, this might be an option for you. Let me know in the comments obviously what you think, but I've certainly enjoyed having a look at those. I do like the finish as well. That leather trim is absolutely lovely. Thank you to Lowdhams who have allowed us to come and film in the showroom today. That is appreciated. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.